PSG lose 1-2 to Manchester City. It was a really good game. It was exciting for 90 minutes. I thoroughly enjoyed this game. PSG looked like the better team in the first half. Neymar was dancing all over the city's defense. Marquinhos, in his first game back, was able to score. He gave PSG a 1-0 lead. But the second half belonged to Manchester City. They calmed down. I don't know what Pep Guardiola told them at halftime, but they calmed down. They relaxed. They took it to PSG in the second half. And they were able to score 2 goals in the second half and take a 2-1 lead into next week's game in Manchester. They completely stopped Mbappe all game. Mbappe had 0 shots on target. He did not look dangerous the whole game. He's going to have to perform better in the second leg. And they completely shut down Neymar in the second half. In the first half, Neymar was dancing all over them. He was linking up with his teammates. He was looking dangerous. In the second half, whether it be because PSG dropped back more, they became more defensive. Neymar looked a little isolated. He looked a little alone up there. And it led him to become the over-dribbler, selfish kind of player that he can be sometimes. And I credit that to City more than I blame Neymar. Like Neymar, obviously he's a great player, but when he gets frustrated, when his teammates aren't really there to link up with him, he just reverts back into the over-dribbler that he is, trying to just draw a foul, trying to just toy with the defense when nothing else is going right. And that's what he turned into the second half. So I think it was a masterclass performance by City in the second half. I was thoroughly impressed on how they dominated the game. Their midfield took control of that game too. Gundogan, he looked amazing. Foden looked good. For PSG, Navas was good in the first half. I believe he had 2 key saves in the first half, but in the second half, he didn't really show up. The Kevin De Bruyne goal was off a cross. Dangerous cross through the face of the goal. Navas had to stay put for the cross. He didn't know if any of the other City players were going to hit it. It ended up going through. Navas didn't have the reactions. He could have done better. He could have definitely done better. But it was a dangerous cross by Kevin De Bruyne. And lucky that it went in. But City was knocking on the door. So this goal was not against the run of play by any means. And then the second goal, another mistake by PSG. They conceded a free kick in the top of the 18 box. Dangerous position to give away a free kick. And unfortunately for PSG, Kimpembe turned around. He let the ball pass him. You just can't do that if you're a player on the wall. You're on the wall to defend your goal. You're on the wall to be, a stopper of the ball. Unfortunately for PSG, Kimpembe turns his back to the ball. The ball sneaks right past him. And obviously, Keylor Navas thinks his wall is going to do their job. He's not. He's kind of leaning towards the other side of the wall. The ball passes through the ball. The ball passes through the wall, and Keylor Navas doesn't have the reactions to keep the ball out. So, all in all, it was an exciting 90 minutes of football. I thoroughly enjoyed this game. This was the better of the 2 semifinal games, in my opinion. And PSG, for all the good they did in the first half, now they're going to go into Manchester next week, and they're going to chase the game. And I think that's dangerous with a team like City. And overall, my final verdict on this game is that City look like they're a top team. They're a top team, top to bottom. They have a great coach. They play as a team. All their players look they're in one string. They all just know what the other players are doing. They play together as a team. And PSG look like a team with top individuals. They don't always look connected. They don't always look like they're all flowing as 11 players. They just look like they rely on their individual talents, on their individual players a little too much. And when those individual players like Neymar, like Mbappe don't have a great game, then it shows for PSG. It shows that they overly rely on those players. And I think those PSG players kind of take on from their 2 stars. Neymar kind of lost his head. He got a dumb foul. He committed a dumb foul after they were down 2-1, earning himself a yellow, which is dangerous because if he gets another yellow in the next game, then he misses the final. So that was a dumb foul by Neymar. And then Gay took a red on the challenge to Gundogan. So it's just a bad overall performance by PSG, especially the last 20 minutes in the second half. It was just terrible performance by PSG. But in part, I gotta give credit to City because they were super solid defensively and they took care of the two chances they had, and now they take a lead to Manchester. If PSG have any chance of making a comeback, of turning this tie around, Neymar and Mbappe are going to have a massive game at City in a week. Is it possible? Yeah. Do I see it happening? No. I think City is going to get to their first Champions League final. I think PSG is going to have to chase the game too much in Manchester. And Manchester City is just a better team overall. They're more together. They have better chemistry. They pass the ball better. I think Pep Guardiola gets his revenge against Pochettino for their when he lost to him when he was at Tottenham. So I think this is very deciding. I think PSG got knocked down at home today, and I don't see them coming back in Manchester City.